This is a one contract short on NQ right now. It is actually, it's President's Day today. So this is going to be a small trade, whether it's a winner or a loser. And this is probably going to be the only trade that I will probably take today, just because holidays are tricky, not really my favorite markets to trade in, but I felt confident getting in this trade. I think overall, I think we're moving down to a higher time frame bullish order block, but on the shorter time frames, it looks like we're in a downtrend. And so I'm just trying to take a small scalp here on a little pullback here right now. So that is the premise behind this right now, and we'll see how it goes. It's a little bit of a tricky area too, but if it's a loss, I'm okay with that, because I feel like I'm taking a trade that a trade that I've taken a number of times before, and I've seen success with it. The bigger play would definitely be the bullish move from the bigger, the higher time frame order block. But yeah, let's just see how this performs here, and that's it. That's the plan. So here on my trading view, we got like I'm looking at the 3-minute time frame also. So downtrend in the smaller time frames, and we've got what I'm looking for is this rejection off of the 50 moving average, and then looking to exit right here at 17,772.50. But again, President's Day, expecting obviously a very, very slow market, but sometimes on holidays you get very tricky markets. Sometimes you see some BS. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And just to answer some common questions that people are always asking, this is Tradovate. I am trading my Apex account, and currently this is my only Apex account, like performance account, not eval. This is the 300K Apex account. Oh, and I've added in my description below an Apex discount code, 71%. So if you want to trade Apex, if you've been thinking about it, you're looking for a discount code, you can use the discount code that I have in the description to become an Apex funded trader and get a discount on your eval. So I'm going to fully set this up on my trading view so that I have all the details in, so that if this is a losing trade and my premise happens to be incorrect, I will be able to easily go back and review and study it. 17,78875 for my stop. Okay, there's that. TP at 17,77250. Computer is not behaving today. I'm actually really tired today. Like, I've been tired since it's Monday. I've been tired since Friday. It's really weird. I hope I'm not dying, because it's like abnormal how tired and sleepy I've been. Okay, so I'm looking for just like another little bit of a push down. Give this just a little bit of room, and then I'll throw a stop loss in there. I'm trying to give it a little bit more room. $17,781.5. So this is a risk reward 1 to just a smidgy over 1.5. But again, this is a scalp, kind of a quick one. Well, theoretically, if today wasn't today, this would be moving a lot faster. Okay, so in this particular trade here, this scalp, I'm risking 23 ticks, and I'm going for 36 ticks. So my typical rule for throwing in a stop loss is I'm usually looking to get 2 candles that have moved away from my entry point, that are not touching my entry point to close, and then I typically put a stop in. This could have gone either way since it's a scalp and it's, you know, ideally supposed to be like a quick play, you know, and then you could, you know, just re-enter if your stop gets hit if you want, but oh, I lied. My stop is 29 ticks, not 23. Bringing this to an RR of 1 to 1.2, to be exact. So closer to a 1 to 1. Ooh, that's looking like a loss. That's some of the, that's like the strongest, that's one of the strongest pushes I've seen today. Hopefully we collapse on that pretty quickly. We had some selling momentum back to the downside. Yeah, that's a loss. It's very rare your stop gets like that close, or the instrument you're trading gets that close to your stop and actually like holds. It happens sometimes. I feel like I've been seeing it happen more often now that I've been on average more correct about my trade entries and where my stop placement is at. But in my experience, when we get that close to the stop, it typically will get hit. Even if you see like what appears to be a rejection, a lot of times it'll just come right back up. That wick is looking pretty decent, but we'll see. Retracements happen, sometimes very quickly. Sounds like these birds outside are like at war. This candle right here should be very telling. I almost want to say, I almost want to be like, the fact that we got a hammerhead right there almost makes me feel more secure, because I know textbook says you see a hammerhead, like it's basically the market saying like we've hit the bottom of that momentum, and that's it, and we're gonna shoot up. But in the 3 minute and 5 minute time frame, I see hammerheads form all the time, and then they get violated. So I'm a lot more with concepts like that, you know, I'm a lot more trustworthy of candlesticks in the higher time frame than I am the lower time frame, just generally speaking. But we'll see. And so, like, with the pullbacks that we've had on this very small move, right? Like, well, why am I not adding to the position? Okay, so number one, it's Monday, and on top of that, it's a holiday. Okay, so I have a trader view, which allows you to import your trades, and it basically creates statistics on the history of your trading. Mondays, I get wrecked consistently. So Mondays, period, holiday or not, moving forward, I will size down if I'm trading on all the Mondays until, for my trading specifically, that statistic changes and it starts to look better. Two, holiday trading, it's, I mean, it's like you're playing in a dead market. So there's no need to go super crazy on volume, because it's just inherently a more uncertain time to trade. It's a riskier time to trade. So that's why I'm just in with one NQ contract. That's why I'm only risking like a couple $100 here in this trade, and that's why I'm not adding to the position. That's why I'm keeping my risk extremely low. So if it's a winner, great, I made a couple $100 for the day, and I got a trade in. And if it's a loser, then I only lost a couple $100. And when I trade tomorrow on a Tuesday, when we have more of a normal market, presumably, then my next winning trade will take care of that loss within seconds. So that's the reason for that. And you can see that, like, while we were like pushing down, now it's like we are making higher lows, and at the same time it's kind of we kind of look like we're moving sideways. So if, let's just say, if, I mean, this is just really a dead market, and I'll give it some time, but if we just keep moving sideways, I would just get out of the trade. But I know that the market is going to be slow right now, so I'm trying to just give it time to do this tiny little push. I hate when I'm like in the middle of a trade and I realize I don't have my chapstick and I have chapped lips. It's so annoying. There we go. There's a little bit of momentum. Let's get past this 200 moving average. I am suffering. I've got to go get my chapstick. I gotta find it. Okay, finally found this chapstick. And still in this trade. This is insane. Jesus Christ. Trade. Win or lose. This is... this is excessive. Well, if you ever wondered what it was like to trade on a holiday, here you go. 2024 President's Day. But I'll tell you what, either way, I would far rather... I'd rather lose this trade than like have to go to a job and make whatever this trade would win. If it's a winner, I would rather lose this trade than go to a job and make the guaranteed win on this trade. So like, I'm not unhappy. I am really satisfied with the way things have been going. Just focusing on trading. I love trading. Red day, green day. You learn the most on your red days, and you know, the green days are really exciting. Not often in the moment, but like after the fact, once you sit back and you know, look at the amount of money that you were able to make in the market, just from the comfort of your own home. Like right now, I'm wearing an anime shirt from... This is my girl's shirt, actually. I don't know who is this, Naruto? I'm not sure, but I'm wearing like an anime shirt that has like a old like stain on it. That's crazy. That almost, is that blood? I don't know, but it never came out, right? And I'm literally wearing like this really comfortable onesie cow suit that like I bought back in the day when I was doing online retail, like back in my early days of doing online retail. That I've got like a Ninja Turtle one, I got this cow one, and there might be one or two others, but right, so, and I haven't done my hair. Like, I'm just chilling. I have my heater on me. I'm drinking my coffee. Like, and I'm just like in the comfort of my own home, you know? I'll give you a little look at the fit. Like this, literally, I got the cow suit is on, and I have it just like halfway on with my girls' Naruto. I believe this is Naruto. I could be wrong. I should stop saying that because I don't know who this guy is. But like, yeah, I'm just like super comfortable, you know, and if I want to sit here and be like, fuck, shit, asshole, I can do that. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have like administration. I worked as a registered nurse for like, I don't know, over a decade at least, and I'm still licensed, but I haven't had like a regular job in like a long time. I was doing short-term rental for the past few years here, and using, you know, the time that I had, you know, being an entrepreneur to just hone my skills as a trader. So I spent well over a decade working as a registered nurse. Before that, I was a certified nursing assistant, or CNA. And before that, I had like some random like bank jobs working in like the fraud department. So when I like specifically working as a registered nurse, you know, I mean, obviously, like when you go to work, you know, your main objective is, you know, making sure that you are upholding patient safety, right? There's a ton of things that you're going to be doing throughout the day and that you're worried about, but the biggest thing really is safety, right? So you always want to be sharp and on your P's and Q's, especially, you know, when you're working. I don't want to say especially, it doesn't really matter what kind of nursing you do. Like safety period is just number one. No harm, no foul. You want to make sure you're doing right by your patients, and just paying attention to everything that's going on your unit, so you can make sure that you can be proactive in situations that you need to be very proactive in. And obviously, you know, you're gonna want to carry yourself with a high level of professionalism. So your behavior, your conduct needs to be like on point, and that's important for a multitude of reasons. But, you know, once you walk in to your workplace as a registered nurse, it's no longer about you, right? You're at work for, in my case, like 12 hours. Sometimes I'd work 16-hour days. But when you walk in the building, it is no longer about you. It is a very selfless job, as it should be. And you're taking care of your patients, and, you know, by extension, taking care of their families, you know, in terms of educating them, making them feel at ease, making sure that, you know, if the patient wants it, that, you know, they're a part of the treatment plan, and that they understand on an ongoing basis what we're doing as an interdisciplinary team to make sure that their family is safe, and we're meeting the objectives for their care, right? So, because there's a reason why they came into the hospital or the clinic or whatever the setting may be that you work in. And that doesn't stop. It doesn't stop until you leave for the day. And a lot of times I would leave the hospital and you're still thinking about your patients, you know? It's a very consuming role that you play as a registered nurse. So I love that with trading, as a day trader, I can go in the market and I can make decisions that day about getting into a trade, and before the market closes, I'm out of any position that I took, and I don't really need to worry about I don't need to worry about it anymore, right? When I'm done trading, I journal. I can, review my trades, and especially if there's losers, you want to understand why you lost that trade, what you did wrong, etc., etc. But like after that, like your work period is done, and you don't have to think about it. I'm not sitting in the market. I'm not swing trading. I'm not investing where I'm holding for a year and beyond. And it's just like then my time, my peace of mind, my life is mine again, entirely. And aside from days like this where the market is just super slow, you go in the market and there's like in a business, there's so many things that are between you and your objective of making the money. But like when you go in the market, it's like, again, on most days when the market is moving at a normal tempo, and we've got like good volatility, it's like you won or you lost. And if you have a good strategy, generally speaking, that you're actually following, then your winning days will take care of your losing days, and you just move on with it. And I love that. So for me, I've not done anything to make money that I would say tops trading. I just haven't. And of course, you're going to need to be a person who is okay with taking risk. Like when you go to a job and you clock in, you're not going to lose any money. There's only upside, right? So it's like guaranteed, with exception to obviously jobs that are commission based, 100%. But if you can get comfortable, or if you are comfortable with the risk that comes along with trading, I think it's a good deal. But I can tell you right now, this trade, I feel like this trade, there's a high chance that this trade is probably a loser. I don't feel any way about it. It's fine. My next winning trade will take care of this loss. And that's how you have to look at it. And I'm not panicking, right? You don't see me panicking. I'm not like, oh, I'm going to jump out of the trade. For me, my trade is invalidated if and when it hits my stop loss. And that's it. Until then, I hold the premise, I hold the trade. And I think this would probably be a loser. But there's been plenty of times where I thought my trade was going to be a loser and it wasn't. So I don't panic and jump out anymore. I just, if it becomes invalidated, then it'll hit my stop, it'll pull me out of the trade, and that's all there is to it. So I try to stick with my premise of where I was at when I entered the trade, not so much of like, getting yanked by the market, by every single, candle that forms, and, every wick that shoots out. And, it's a process to get comfortable with loss. But overall, I think it's a game that's worth playing. And I like it. Suits me. There we go. It's going to push through. It's going to hit my stop. It's a slow market, so it might take a little second here, but...
Stop fill.
Okay, there we go. So we have a losing trade. So that trade lost 8. A little under. Was that like 150? Which is not bad. All right, so we're going to exit, close out that limit order there, and that's it for the day. I'm not going to take another trade because it's a holiday, and there's no way I'm gonna sit in another slow trade like that. But anyway, so tomorrow is Tuesday. Statistically, I usually do pretty well on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So definitely looking forward to tomorrow's trading day. And yeah, that's it for me. So again, if we'll save that for tomorrow. Okay. All right. Until next time, guys.